What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and today is all about the Vivo X Fold 3. Not the Pro, that's a separate video. The Vivo X Fold 3. One of the most exciting foldable phone releases I've ever seen. Let's go. So, to start off with, a few days ago I made a video about the pre-release specs, price, all the gubbins you wanted to see about the X Fold 3 and the X Fold 3 Pro. In that video I said the X Fold 3 gets a pass because it's going to be cheaper than the X Fold 2 with basically the same specs. I also in that video pretty lambasted and went in hard on the X Fold 3 Pro because it wasn't getting the desired upgrades that I felt a $1,900, yes, that's the price, and I'll talk about it more in the next video, but a $1,900 foldable phone deserves a bit more from the specifications, in my opinion. But anyway, this is all about the Vivo X Fold 3. And where better to start than the design? Yes, you will all know that I am a massive fan of foldable phones, from the OnePlus Open to the V2 and many others in between. The Honor Magic V2 is the best designed foldable phone on the planet purely because they've packed in all that power and two screens into a 9.9mm body. And it has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Well, the X Fold 3 takes it up a notch. It's a 5,500 milliamp hour battery inside a 10.2mm thick casing. Yes, not as thin as the V2, but 0.3mm is, we can forgive them for that. It puts it firmly in second place as far as the thinnest foldable phone in the world. And I would argue that getting 10% more battery capacity is worth 0.3mm. I would also argue that 80 watts wired charging is better than the 66 wired charging you're getting on the V2. Yes, you'll get your X Fold 3 from dead to 100% in around about 30 minutes approximately. The one downside, much like the V2 though, is there's no wireless charging. Unlike the Pro variant, the standard X Fold 3 does not come with wireless charging. And I know through many interactions in the comments and my own personal opinion, wireless charging isn't so much a deal breaker for most people. Now, other design aspects and dimensions. This is a 6.5 inch outer display, 120 Hz, a billion colours, AMOLED. It's an inner E7 panel measuring 8.03 inches. So again, same dimensions and display sizes as the Vivo X Fold 2, which puts it still at number one as far as the biggest standard open and closed book style fold phone. It's also a good time to bring up the weight of the X Fold 3. Yes, that 5,500 milliamp hour battery and the 8-inch inner screen and the 6.5 inch outer, you would imagine would contribute to a fairly hefty feeling phone. But no, the X Fold 3 is 219 grams. Yes, you heard me correctly. 219 grams, making it the lightest foldable phone in the world. Now, moving on from display, design, dimensions, we have to talk about internals. And it's an 8 Gen 2 chip. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just letting you know it's not the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. It's a near 18-month-old 8 Gen 2 chip. However, to play devil's advocate, this chip is a beast. The 8 Gen 2 chip is not going to die on you during video editing, taking 8K video or whatever you want to do with it. Gaming to your heart's content. Anything past the 8 Gen 1, maybe even the 888 Snapdragon chip is plenty powerful enough and will do you for many years to come. So yeah, the 8 Gen 2 chip, while it would have been nice to get the latest and greatest chipset inside, I can almost understand and sympathise with Vivo here. They have a stock of 8 Gen 2 chips that makes financial sense to them, less eco-waste, but more importantly for you and I, it makes a difference in price. And we're going to get to price in a few minutes. The price is outstanding though. Now, other internals, it's obviously a Chinese ROM only for now. Yes, I've seen the leaks that there's a global variant being registered on databases left, right and centre, but I am not convinced it's coming global. We've had leaks like this before. We've had it registered on databases before. We'll just have to wait and see. This sounds a bit crazy and it's not blowing my own trumpet in any way, but, as he says, but the popularity of this channel has dramatically increased sales of Vivo, Honor, and other foldable phones, believe it or not, this small little tech channel, in the UK and Europe, and even the US a bit. Be honest, when you search for foldable phones nowadays, you're probably going to find or come across my channel, and I love that for a couple of reasons. One, it's great for me, but two, it increases the chances of global releases for these devices. And with the Vivo in particular, I love Vivo. I love the cameras, the processing, everything they're trying to do. I like the design, I like the look of Vivos. But there are a vast majority of people, including me sometimes, that get a bit frustrated with having to do the Chinese ROM workarounds without the simple pairing of smartwatches or Android Auto or sometimes Google Pay being inconsistent. So if it were to come global, takes it to a whole new level, although that would impact the price quite drastically. Now, before I discuss the price, the last main key area I want to talk about in the X Fold 3, and again, this is all confirmed, this is in the specs now, you can go to GSM Arena and see it, it's no longer any rumours or leaks. It's a triple camera setup, as we knew, and it is just a lift and shift from the Vivo X Fold 2. Triple 50 megapixel lenses, main, ultra wide, and then that 2x optical telephoto. Now yes, a 2x optical isn't the best we've ever seen, but this is a standard version. The Pro has a slightly better camera. Again, subscribe if you want to see that X Fold 3 Pro video coming very soon. But the 2x optical is absolutely fine if you're not obviously a keen photographer or looking to use your device as your main camera, then the X Fold 3 is going to be a fantastic foldable device for you. Now, sticking with the camera, there is something to be said about recording. For the life of me, I have no idea why Vivo have 8K on the rear and 4K 60 on all rear lenses, and then 1080p on the selfie. I don't get it. Now, yes, I know that the X100 Pro was released with a 1080p camera and then it got upgraded through software to a 4K, but I kind of want 4K out the box. It seems like that's the minimum standard for 2024 now, so slightly confusing, but anyway, I'm sure it'll be upgraded to 4K in no time at all. And now we come on to the most exciting part about the Vivo X Fold 3, the price. I'm just going to come out and say it, it's under £1,000. Yep, you heard me correctly. When WONDA finally get their act together and get on the site, because I know it's been busy and whatever excuses WONDA have, they're stocking it for around about £950 for the base level, 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. So including shipping, you're still well under £1,000 or roughly $1,200. This is a great step forward. This is £200 or close to $300 cheaper than the X Fold 2 release last year. So praise Vivo, we are finally reaching a point where foldable devices, premium foldable devices, remember this is one of the world's thinnest and definitely the world's lightest foldable phone, for under a 4-figure sum. Now I have ordered mine from Gizstop. I've talked about Gizstop before, still love WONDA, my WONDA link's still in affiliates, but Gizstop have it in stock right now. They're shipping from the 3rd of April because that's the official release date. So by hopefully the 10th or 11th of April, I will have the device in my hand. And folks, as you know, I will do as much content as possible on both the standard and pro variants. There is almost nothing out there. Well, there's definitely nothing as far as English speaking reviews of the X Fold 3 yet. So I'm excited to get mine and give you as in-depth material as possible. Now, hopefully this has been informative for you. Again, everything mentioned here is not gossip, rumours, leaks. It's 100% official. And I want to go on record to say that I am personally delighted and excited about the Vivo X Fold 3. And you have to subscribe to see me talk about the Vivo X Fold 3 Pro. So if you've enjoyed this, smash like. If you're going to get a Vivo X Fold 3, be sure to let me know in the comments and purchase through my WONDA link. And until next time,